Hi everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. And welcome back to the second part. This is the second part of Introduction to Unit 8, Our Cultural Heritage. I think the last time we stopped talking about carpets and woodworks and also pottery. And now we're gonna move to work on vocabulary. Right, نمشيو الفوكابولار احنا فين وقفنا last time. Right, so here I have got many vocabulary related to the unit. So first we've got historical monuments and architecture. Donc هادو غير some of the examples of the ones that we have. So what do we have? We have got first we've got Hassan Mosque, Hassan II Mosque. We have got Hercules Cave, هذا اللي كان في طنجة, Hercules Cave. Also we have got Bab Mansour, and we've got Minarets in Marrakesh, Jamal Fna in Marrakesh, و recently حتى احنا ولو عنا different malls. دابا one we have got Menara Mall in Marrakesh. We've got in Casablanca, we've got many malls. Yani we're developing different and we're constructing different malls here in Morocco. So for food, Morocco is well known by its tea, and exactly mint tea. Also it is known by the Moroccan tagine, fish, couscous, tangia, and so on and so forth. Talking about arts and crafts, we've got traditional wear. Now we can talk about jalaba, we can talk about the traditional style of men, اللي في ديك القندورة, and so on and so forth. And then we've got carpet making. شنو باش معروف موروكو كيف قلنا قبل carpet making. And then pottery, horse riding, camel breeding, and folklore. camel breeding عندنا التربية ديال الكاملز في Saharan part. And then geographically talking عندنا dunes, يعني عندنا دوك الهضاب dunes, seashores عندنا الشواطئ, ports, mountains, عندنا sand لأن عندنا Sahara, so we've got sands. Now we move on to other related vocabulary, and these vocabulary are all related to cultural heritage. The first one, cultural diversity. We talked about it before, the التنوع الثقافي. As a second word, we've got ceremonies, and here we talk about celebrations or festivals. داكشي اللي خاص بالمorocan culture. Celebrations and festivals are two other synonyms of the word ceremony. Traditions, and I put dress. يعني هنا متى نقولوا traditions, we talk about food, dress, and all other aspects, main things that are related to the Moroccan tradition. Jewelry, حتى في المجوهرات ولا ما في هذوك الجولري, يعني الأشياء ديال الزينة, حتى هي كاين منها things اللي specifically related to Morocco, and it represents the Moroccan culture. إلا شفتي شي واحد اللي دايرهم غتعرف exactly that he is, for example, a Moroccan. سيرتو داكشي اللي تيتصاوب في مراكش and other places. We have got antiques, we have our antique as well. And then treasure, you know treasure, جاي trésor, c'est trésor, يعني عندنا حنا واحد trésor ديالنا related to Morocco. A marriage celebration or marriage ceremony, حتى هي very specific, it differs from one place to another place. إلا مشينا لمراكش, or if we go to Sahara, or if we go to Tangier city, we'll find the different elements and aspects. It's the same, the marriage is the same, but the music, the clothes, the food, which will be different. The word culture, we're here talking about culture. Hospitality, hospitality, welcoming people. احنا Moroccans, we are known for hospitality all over the world. إلا مشينا لأي بلاصة في anywhere, you mentioned just Morocco, they will say Marrakesh. It is famous by by its famous red city, Marrakesh. Hospitality هي الضيافة والترحيب. Bazaar, we've got a bazaar as well. Beliefs, we've got our specific and certain beliefs, يعني حوايج اللي تنآمنوا بها, أفكار ديالنا, حوايج تنآمنوا حنا بها. And last, culture, no need for it. And then we have got a certain specific folklore. Move on. Here we're gonna move on to practice part or exercises, and I would like you to do, let's do exercises together. Move on to the first exercise, and here you are supposed to match the words 1 to 6 to words A to F, okay? So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 words. And here we've got definitions and words related A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? So the list of words we have got charm, jewelry, weave, hospitality, culture shock, and festival. And you are supposed to find here the words that goes with these group of words. So I'll give you time to work on that, and we move to the key element, or to the key, right? Or to the correction of these. All right, move on. So, right. So, charm. What do we mean here by charm? So, charm, it means شي حاجة اللي charming, very beautiful. I mean, it's so here we have got B, attractive, striking, and pleasing. Jewelry, when talking about jewelry, we talk about bracelets, rings, and all other stuff. Weave, now let's have a look at weave. Weave something, it means هو داك الحياكة فاش الناس تيصوبوا داك الكاربتس دوك الزرابيط I don't know the word in Arabic. المهم دوك الناس اللي تيصوبوا ديك ال process of making carpets هو weave. And here I have put an example. Most spiders weave webs that are almost invisible. يعني انك تخيطهم, it mingle, okay, to mingle, to put together. So the meaning of weave here is here mingle, okay, mingle, compilation. Then hospitality. For the word hospitality, it is a friendly and it's C, a friendly and generous behavior towards guests and visitors. And of course, if you're friendly and if you are nice and if you are welcoming, what do you provide? You provide people with services and with good atmosphere. Culture shock. Here we talk about the shock that happens to some people. If you're, for example, a Moroccan and you move to Japan, تمشيو Japan at this period, نمشيو نشوفو Japan, or we go to Korea or China. If you visit Korea, China, Japan, you will experience a kind of a culture shock. هنا I put an example. She experienced great culture shock when she first came to Europe. Then she wasn't living in Europe before, so when she first came, she experienced a culture shock. What do we mean by this word, these compound word culture shock? We mean by it هو داك لو شوك متى يكون عندك انت واحد الكالتشر اللي هي Moroccan culture وتتمشي تعيش في another place or another country with a different culture, يعني كل شيء مختلف. هنا تيوقع لك انت داخليا واحد لو شوك. هذاك لو شوك تيكون بين entre الكالتشر number 1 and culture number 2. An example of this هو انك if you go to Japan for example كتلقى ان الناس تياكلوا I'm sorry cockroach اللي هو سرق الزيت. remember the word cockroach. هو سرق الزيت يعني تيقليوه عادي نورمال تيقادوه تياكلوه. دونك بالنسبه لينا حنا كمروكنز it is something strange, you're not gonna accept this. دونك هنا تيوقع لك واحد الشوك, right? حتى ماشي غير only this, حتى في dress في other things. دونك it's a kind of a shock and you need time in order to adapt and to understand and to learn this. Festival. So here what do we mean by festival? sorry بعد نشوفوا الانسر ديال culture shock. بالنسبة للculture shock it's F. Different countries with different beliefs, attitudes and values. And in this case what happened to the person, a person feels or is feeling, a person experience, here it should be the person experience, what happened is that a person experience the right. A person Okay, so the person experience the feeling of being confused and worried. Confused هي انك مشوش vraiment تالف. worried كتكون شوية مقلق متوتر لأنه وقع لك واحد الشوك ديال two different cultures. And number 6, festival. So here festival, it's a series of public events. It's the connected, and it's also a performance where you have a performance of performances of music and dances, right? So I'll repeat. So charm, it's B. One, it's B. Attractive, striking, and pleasing. Jewelry, it's A. Bracelets, rings. Weave, it's E. Mingle, compilation. Hospitality, it's C. A friendly and generous behavior towards guests and visitors. And here you provide services and good atmosphere to people. And culture shock, here we mean different countries with different beliefs, attitudes, and values. And in this case, a person experience a feeling of being confused and worried. And the last one is number 6. The answer, of course, is number D. A series of public events connected and a kind of performances of music and dances. Thank you. So we move on now to, this is exercise 1. We move on to exercise 2. For exercise 2, fill in with words from the list, and here I put, and here I put a list, I put 4 sentences, أعطيتكم 4 sentences, وأعطيتكم 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, وأعطيتكم 6 words, and you are supposed to put them on their right places. I would prefer that you stop the video and you copy down the exercise on your copybooks, and then when you finish doing it, and as soon as you are done with putting the words on the right places, عاد تكمل الفيديو باش تشوفوا ال answers. I'll move on. Here is the answer. So the Moroccan carpet symbolizes the identity of the tribes we finden. يعني كل carpet تغلي لهذيك البلاصة اللي المنطقة اللي كتصيبها. Number 2, our hands, it's related to one in fact. Hands, there we're talking about carpets, their decoration is specific to each tribe. Again, it's related to its tribe. Number 3, each tribe. Number 3, in Morocco, marriage ceremonies differ from tribe to another one. And in Morocco, marriage ceremonies differ from a tribe to a tribe and from a city to another. Offering tea is an integral part of the Moroccan or of Moroccan hospitality. And here you can watch the answers. You can stop and correct them. Move on to the second exercise, and here I gave you just 2 sentences, but in each of these sentences عندكم 2 gaps. Just gaps here, 2 gaps, and here also you have 2 gaps. يعني عندكم the total of 4 gaps, 4 ديال الفراغات. And concerning the words, I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you have about 9 words, okay? Here is a mistake, it's handicraft, right? Alright, so here also you are supposed to stop the video and to copy down the sentences you watch here and try to find or to put the words on the right places. As soon as you finish putting or writing the answers, you can move on and you can correct. And here is the correction. Many tourists who visit Morocco are amazed at the indecipherable secrets behind the Moroccan rich culture and beautiful artistic handicraft. Here is again an eye is missing. Sorry. Right. What do we mean here by indecipherable secrets? It means يعني not clear, بحالي complicated, not understood. واحد secrets اللي you cannot really بحالي واحد السكر اللي ما بينش, you cannot understand it clearly. That's what is mean by indecipherable. And the second sentence, the charming, adorned pottery done in Fez attract tourists everywhere in Fez, Old Medina. In Fez, Old Medina. So the answers are here. So the first one is indecipherable, and the second one is handicraft, and the third one is charming, and the last one is tourists. And thank you, and I hope it was clear. And as well, I feel a little bit tired. See you next time, and I hope the second part was clear. And now we will be done with the introduction to Unit 8, and we move on, inshallah, to the other parts related to the same unit. So we will be done with the Unit 8, and we can move to Unit 9 and to Unit 10. Thank you, and see you next time. If you have any questions, or if anything is not really that clear, don't hesitate to comment below the video, or to ask for help or anything else. I'm ready to answer you. I'm ready to help you. I'm ready to respond and to answer all of your questions. Thank you, and goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.